Yesterday, we gave Nancy Mace credit for meeting with some of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, as well as signing Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna's discharge petition to try to get the actual Epstein documents released. So she met with the victims and was apparently very affected by it. She left and it seemed like she had been crying. She said she had a panic attack. And that, I think, was to her credit, considering that basically every other one of her colleagues had that meeting with the victims and then refused to sign the discharge petition. So she went on to sign it. So good. It's not just a tweet. It's not just a video. She actually did the right thing. But now, a day later, and we were obviously a little bit, torn about what to say about Nancy Mace yesterday. I got to take back some of the credit. Again, she did the right thing. Can't take that from her. But then she went on and she tweeted this. President Trump is the one who banned Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago. President Trump is the one who cooperated with the feds to get this guy. President Trump is the one who is committed to protecting women and kids. No, he isn't. And no, you don't actually think that. My God, what a dumb donkey you'd have to be to believe any of the garbage that she just said. Did Trump ban Jeffrey Epstein for Mar-a-Lago? That one is debatable, we don't know. The story that's been provided by the White House and Donald Trump about why his decades-long friendship with America's most notorious sex predator, how that ended, it changes every time you ask him or whatever. I would say that after being friends with Epstein through the 80s, through the 90s, through the aughts, and then eventually he bans the guy years after people are already being really suspicious about what he's up to, and seemingly because he poached an employee rather than for decades of sex crimes, doesn't reflect as well on President Trump as Nancy Mace would have you believe. President Trump is the one who cooperated with the feds to get this guy. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I don't think they needed Donald Trump's involvement at a certain point, considering how broad the network of his victims actually were. Maybe he cooperated with the feds. I literally don't even know what she's referring to there. I do know that it appeared he knew for quite a while that Jeffrey Epstein was very interested in young women, and he would talk about that in interviews, not to the feds. He would talk in interviews about how he's even more than me, he's into the young ones or whatever. So I don't know that the cooperation really, again, reflects as well on Donald Trump as Nancy Mace would have you believe. And in any event, is he cooperating with the feds right now to really get this guy? I mean, think about it. They re-released the documents they'd already released. Okay, there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of other documents. He's not releasing it. By the way, is he cooperating with the effort to get that prison tape that we found out they'd been lying about, that there's multiple minutes that were directly edited out? We found that out 2 months ago. Is Donald Trump pressing for that to be released? Where's this warrior for women and children to find out about what actually happened with Jeffrey Epstein? I mean, if the deep state had him killed to stop him from testifying, that would be one of the biggest scandals in modern American history. And the tape might get us to an answer on that. But he's not pushing for the tape to be released any more honestly than Nancy Mace is. So no, his cooperation has not been particularly helpful in getting this guy, but also committed to protecting women and kids. I mean, first of all, he is every day, again, the mastermind, the ringleader of the cover-up of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. If he's protecting a woman from anything, it's the harsh conditions at the prison she used to be in. So he moved Ghislaine Maxwell to a cushier one. Nancy Mace apparently has nothing to say about that incredibly suspicious activity. By the way, to return to the cooperating with the feds to get this guy, remember, it was Acosta back in the day that did the sweetheart deal. Trump gave him a position in his administration, almost like it was payback for going easy on Jeffrey Epstein. Again, Nancy Mace has absolutely nothing to say about that. Committed to protecting women and kids. I mean, I know Nancy Mace, you're like a character from Westworld when presented with dozens of women who've accused Donald Trump himself. E. Jean Carroll in particular, this looks like nothing to me. I can't tell anything about this, but Jesus, I mean, and the fact that she put this out after the hearing and all that, when Donald Trump takes the opportunity that day, it's a Democrat hoax, nobody cares, waste of time. And what does she do? Does she put pressure on the guy who's bad-mouthing the event that she apparently supports? Nope. she runs to protect him from the consequences of his actions and his statements. And so I don't know. Now I don't even know for sure. Was she being honest after meeting with the victims? Again, apparently at least half of her mind was thinking, how can I protect Donald Trump coming out of this? And sure, she signed on to the petition. Was it because she suspected it wasn't gonna have enough signatures anyway? So it's sort of easy at that point. Is she going and pressuring other Republicans to sign on to this thing? One would think you'd have the moral imperative to do that, but no, her position in this, what credit she deserves, I think is way shakier today than it was before.